guys, Jacqueline Fernandez here at the Alert Center. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. Just wanted to bring your attention to this recent story. Lincoln police are now investigating a pedestrian crash that just turned fatal, okay? So this is the update to this story out of Lincoln. They're investigating the death of a pedestrian after she was actually hit on January 31st. Now, I'm going to head over to the City of Lincoln's website. This is where that release is located to learn a little bit more about what exactly happened here. So let's take a live look at this website. So here's the story. This was just published today, and unfortunately, 88-year-old Joan Meyer of Avoca, Nebraska, did pass away today. So Lincoln police are saying their thoughts go out to her family and loved ones during this difficult time. So initially, I think a part of the interesting feature with this is that it was thought that her injuries were going to be non-life threatening. Clearly, unfortunately, that has definitely changed now as we kind of go through this press release that we received from LPD today. So do want to just reiterate that 88-year-old Joan Meyer of Avoca, Nebraska did pass away today, and now the crash is being investigated as a motor vehicle homicide. So this all stems from a crash that actually happened on Saturday when Meyer was struck by a vehicle around 8:50 in the morning near 14th and G Streets in Lincoln. So the preliminary investigation did determine that 47-year-old Michael Hughes of Denton, Nebraska was driving his 2010 red Chevy Silverado pickup. He was driving south on 14th Street, stopped at a stop sign just before the intersection, and that is when he attempted to turn left onto G Street, and he struck Meyer, who was then crossing the road. She was in the sidewalk, so that is something to take note of there. And then officers happened to be nearby, so they did respond immediately and then rendered first aid at the scene. She did have a head injury at the time that was not supposed to be life-threatening, but again, that has changed today with this latest news from LPD. Now, we can take a look here. I'm going to head to this first box. The investigation continues, and we did access this full crash report for you just to kind of take a look. Here is a visual that I thought was interesting to give you a diagram or a description of what exactly happened. So here is the car on 14th Street turning left, and then here's the stop sign, and here she is in that intersection, getting hit by 47-year-old Michael Hughes of Denton. Again, he was driving his 2010 red Chevy Silverado pickup truck south on 14th Street, as you can see here, stopped at the stop sign just before the intersection. When he attempted to turn left onto G Street here, that's when he struck Meyer, who was crossing the road and crosswalk. So the investigation is ongoing because initially, as I mentioned earlier, this was supposed to be a non-life-threatening injury. The head injury has since turned threatening, and she is now passed today, 88-year-old Joan Meyer of Avoca, Nebraska. So that is the latest for you here at the Alert Center on this story, and we will be sure to follow this story for you and bring you updates as soon as possible. I do want to switch gears now and take a look at the weather. So let's head over to our weather. So for Wednesday, February 4th, today we can expect a high of 34, tonight a low of 24, and you want to take a look outside because this is the exciting stuff, right? So let's take a quick look here. This is from our CityCam network, as you can see. A look at Dodge Street on the left there, and it looks like traffic is flowing pretty smoothly from this standpoint anyway. Senior Chief Meteorologist Rusty Lord says today will be cloudy and chilly out there, a high of 34 as I mentioned, and then tonight, let's take another look here for you. There we go. Some, it looks like maybe some ice crystals forming on the CityCam there, but he says, yeah, cloudy and chilly. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low of 24. Then let us head into the next day. So what's on tap for the next day? Thursday, mostly sunny and breezy. And this is our Gold Star day, if you don't mind. Gold Star day, woot woot. So a high of 56 on Thursday. That is pretty incredible. So hopefully it won't be this cloudy shot of Epley Airfield that we see here in front of us now as part of our CityCam network. But things are looking up. So that is the good news. So I'm going to skip forward to the weekend. Let's see. Okay, so Saturday, high of 45. So Thursday is really that Gold Star day. Then Friday, we get into mostly sunny and breezy at 49. And then we lower the temps again with that high of 45 on Sunday, a low of 26. Saturday, excuse me, that Sunday high of 52. a low of 31. So we got to make sure that we do get outside for that. My goodness, that is another Gold Star weekend that is coming up, especially in February. So something for us to look forward to. Now, in the meantime, just want to say thank you so much for joining us here at the Alert Center. We will be sure to have all your updated stories for you available on our 3 p.m. broadcast with our Dave Zemelinski.